Hey, what's going on everybody? Rick here. Come along with me to see what's happening right now at Islands of Adventure. The first week of the new year is now completed. And to the second week, we should all be falling back into those old routines or habits, or maybe adding some new ones. Like for me, posting more regular on the My Rickety Life channel, which I've done. Posted a new video on that channel yesterday. Go check it out. I'll link it in the description box below. And maybe put up an info card on the screen right now. City Walk, by the way, back to normal. All the Christmas decorations and decor have been removed. The port of entry also appears to be back to normal. Not seeing any Christmas decorations up. The 2-park Unlimited Express passes back to more normal pricing, $245 today. The 8th day of January 2026, and the high temperature will be 81 degrees today. Woo! Let's head towards Seuss Landing and see how Universal has done as far as removing those Christmas decorations. It is Seuss Landing that's usually the most festive for the holidays, having the most exterior Christmas decor. Well, here at the entrance, things are back to normal. Those Christmas trees have been removed, the Grinchmas sign removed, back to its normal look. But let's go deeper into the land and investigate further. All of the Grinchmas show signs have been removed, so this area looks pretty much back to normal, save for a couple of Christmas trees I did see inside of a store. But that's no big deal. The reason why I'm so concerned about the exterior Christmas decorations being down is because every year I do a very detailed tour of Islands of Adventure, and since that video is pretty much good for all year, people researching their vacation, I don't like for the Christmas decorations to be up. That would look a little weird for people who may be researching their vacation, like say in June or July, to see the Christmas up. So I like to do that video after everything has been taken down. And now it looks like I can do that video next week. The High in the Sky trolley, 15-minute wait. The longest wait time in this area right now. With the weather being so warm this January day, the stores are confused. Do we put cold weather merch at the entrance, or warm weather merch like a t-shirt? On your screen right now is Honk Honkers. This is the location the Grinch meet and greet was during the holiday season, which Universal managed very well this season. This year we didn't see any of the crazy wait times that we saw last year, so kudos to Universal for improving that process. Will I find anything to say about the Lost Continent today? Probably not, but I can show you a cool view of the Velocicoaster in between the trees and the rock. It's a nice shot. You know, I feel like half of my job is just putting pretty theme park images on the screen for you. In the comment section below, be honest. Does anyone really miss the Poseidon's Fury attraction? Really? You know what I just realized? Islands of Adventure does not have that must-have breakfast item. Let me give you an example. You know the Magic Kingdom, how they have that big cinnamon bun at Gaston's? We don't have an equivalent like that here at Islands of Adventure. I can't think of any, can you? Inside of the All Hallows Eve boutique, they have the birds merchandise that I showed you in the merch search video. In that video, I was unsure what this garment was. What was this for? I had some comments, people saying perhaps it was like a headscarf or like a hair scarf. That was kind of big in the 50s and 60s, right? And right now that seems like the most obvious and rational idea for what this is. Well, as usual, that was a quick walk through the Lost Continent. A 180-minute wait for Hagrid's. So today this cart has ice cream, but not the hot butter beer. The last time we saw it, it had both ice cream and hot butter beer, but with the temperature in the 80s today, looks like they're predicting a low demand for the hot butter beer. Did anyone notice that they stopped doing the collectible wands? They did not do one for 2025, and they're not doing one for 2026. Okay, the owl noticed, but of course they did. I noticed the correlation of them starting the Gen 2 wands and then discontinuing doing collector wands. Wait times are starting to get back to normal. The Forbidden Journey, just a 15-minute wait today. Into Jurassic Park, where we have one less thing to do this year. You can still do the Velocicoaster, but not the River Adventure. What type of weird genetic experiments are happening in this park now? We have humans with dino hands is what we're at. That's the next movie, right?
Something like that. What exactly is a Hufflepuff?
It's a type of dinosaur, actually.
Oh,
yeah.
I need to re-educate myself.
So there you go, a preview of the new Jurassic World movie. The River Adventure is closed until November 19th. Better get used to these walls, kid. And this wall graphic with the T-Rex and the toilet, this has got to be an all-time great. Place your bets. Will they finish on time, early, or late? Let me know in the comment section below. And while I have you doing stuff, hit the hype button. I want to see if that does anything this year. Everyone watching, click the hype button now. Quick, before I'm bitten. Another question, will 2026 be the year the vehicle returns beneath the T-Rex? I hear it's just wrapped up on the first floor of the employee parking garage. It's just sitting there wrapped. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna come back this year. I tell you what, a good day for its return would be when the River Adventure reopens. That'd be some symmetry there. Temperatures in the 80s. Guests, get on the water rides. You gotta figure a lot of today's guests are from up north. They gotta be loving this. The construction walls thinks it's spring because they're growing like weeds. These walls have expanded. But I assure you, the ride is fully operational. Someone left me a comment on one of my videos the other day. Said they rode this and they did not get wet. I do find that hard to believe. I mean, I don't know if that's possible. This is Florida. There's always a chance for rain. Since we are done with the holiday celebrations here at Islands of Adventure, the Passholder Lounge is back to normal hours of 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. At the Midway Games, let's see if they've changed up or added any new prizes. Well, the Whack-A-Mole. It has a bunch of Shrek prizes for you now. Okay. I'm not seeing much else though. Super! We've made it to Marvel. You know what? I stand somewhat corrected. We're still having some elevated ride times. Spider-Man is 45 minutes. I was going to ride it today if it was like 25 minutes or less, but I don't want to do it at 45. Maybe next week I can ride it. And speaking of Spider-Man, our Spider-Man merch of the day is this $27 black and red Spider-Man t-shirt. Wow, that's pretty cool. Heck, even Dr. Doom with a 35-minute wait. I would consider that kind of high for this ride. people using the strategy of the holidays are over, the crowds will be lighter. Maybe a bit too soon for that. The Hulk's at an 80-minute wait. The line backs up almost to where the lockers are. Single rider line's backed up too. I really am interested in how much good that hype button does, so be sure to hit the hype button. But as far as today's video is concerned, we now know what's happening right now at Islands of Adventure. Thanks for watching. Don't miss the magic, don't miss the fun. Watch this Rickety Life video next.